Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Lili Suryana dari kelas L. What are the basic accounting theories? Accounting is an essential aspect of a business. Through record keeping enable a business to furnish accurate financial report to shareholder, lender, and the Internal Revenue Service, among others. Whether your company is being audited or merely need to file its quarterly taxes, you will need to have a skilled accountant on your side to prepare the necessary statement and ensure that basic accounting theories are met. With the forecasts of business you run, a thorough understanding of the many ways to look at your financial needs, and a good grasp of accounting principles is imperative for both company owner and accountant to ensure that your fiscal future is safeguarded. What is accounting theory? It's essential for accountant and business owner alike to understand basic accounting concepts. The principles behind that theories have given rise over time to the actual practice employed by accounting to ensure finances are properly managed and tracked. There are several principles considered part of basic accounting theories, includes cost principle, matching principle, maturity, conservatism, and monetary unit assumption. Cost principle. This principle requires recording assets as soon as they are accurate. This can range from things as simple as office supply and factory equipment to new premises. Depending on the sort of assets you are recording, it's possible that they will depreciate over time. However, they should still be documented when you acquire them. Matching principle. This principle requires that all transactions associated with a particular type of revenue be kept together and reported as a unit. Under the matching principle theory, expand or always report in the same period, such as amount, quarter or year, and the associated income is recorded. This theory exists only in the accrual method of accounting. For instance, if your company has a salesperson who earns $2,000 in commission for work done in January, the expense for this should be recorded in January even if you do not file the FY until the next month. This principle requires accountants to be careful and always consistent in their documentation. Materiality. The notion of materiality states that a standard of accounting can be ignored as long as the net result of doing so will have a small enough impact on the book that no one revenue them would be misled. Careful judgment must be exercised when determining whether a specific transaction is important enough. Since materiality does not outline specific which transactions are deemed most impactful. For instance, if you have a minor expense that will be spread out over a period of a year, such as your wireless internet charge, it might not matter whether that $214 is accounted for when you visit the contract versus split into $20 increment over the 12 month. It will affect maturity change depending on the size of the company is questioned. 2. Since smaller budget requires, the more attention is paid to each amount spent, as it represents a large portion of the whole. The Securities and Exchange Commission suggests that a line item that represents less than 5% of a budget needs to be accounted for, but that anything over the amount should be conservative. This principle this wide liability to ensure that use business hold on to enough of its money for the bill is has on the horizon. Conservative requires that all liabilities and potential liabilities be recorded as soon as they are anticipated. In this way, companies can plan for expense that crop up in the future. Monetary unit assumption. This high-level accounting principles is average for large or global companies. Is consider that value of the dollar and whether this value might remain consistent or change over time. By anticipating the potential fluctuation of currency, it can help business plan for future ramping up the business expansion of production facilities or investment opportunities. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.